Hi everybody, Sanbonani. Welcome to Reality Buzz TV, where we talk about all things reality TV shows and all things reality TV show stars. And on this video, you guys, I am going to do the review of Amagrootman episode 2. Okay, that's what we are going to do today. Okay, make sure that you are subscribed, you guys, and also there is a thanks button. I know you guys forget about it. Okay, there is a thanks button. It has a heart somewhere down here. If you press it, it will tell you what to do. Basically, sometimes I say the video is going to be 5 minutes. Before I know it, it's 20 minutes. Nyoma phela, nyoma. All I need is just energy. So you press the thanks button and buy me some energy for the day. Okay? We can't buy Coca-Cola because brother Enigma said stay away from Coca-Cola. Okay? So we're not committing anything. It's energy. Okay? If he ever says that we can't drink energy, we'll move. We'll move to Tropica. We'll see, you guys. We'll make a plan. So press the thanks button if you can afford to buy me a drink or something. And also don't forget to watch adverts. So listen, you guys. Amagrootman. There is a mixed reaction with Amagrootman on TV, you guys, and on social media. And I understand it, okay? I think I get it. I get it because the show is showing grown men. It's grown men who have businesses, have jobs. That's why I said on my first video, I love a black man that has a job. I love a black man that works, makes money, takes care of the family. What are we complaining about? Okay, but there's another side of the show which is showing them, grooving, and with the men, you guys, they just can't groove without the girls, and the girls that are being brought around are looking younger. So it's that kind of life. So on this show, you guys, you are going to see men cheating on their wives, which is not something that we like to see, but it's going to be part of the show. Okay, so I do understand people that are having an issue with that part of the show. At the same time, you guys, if we are being honest, okay, about our South African men, okay, it's hard to find hard working men that make money, but they are faithful to their wives, to their families, okay? And on this show, it looks like we are going to have a mix because the couple, Mr. and Mrs. Kumalo, by the way, they're not married yet. They are preparing to get married and expecting a baby. He looks like that kind of guy, okay? The guy that at the end of his workday, he wants to go home to be with his wife. So you get that. But you also get the others that, they are on the other side of the house. The wife is on the other side and he's getting a call from his phone and you can clearly hear that it's a side chick. But he's trying to convince us that it's his son that he was trying to call, okay? So it's a mix. So I understand people that are saying we're not going to watch this show because it's so disrespectful to women. I get you, okay? And I've got you here, okay? Because I will tell you what happens on the show. But me, I will be watching the show because I do feel like it's going to be entertaining and there are people that are going to be able to relate to this show, okay? So the first couple on this episode that we get to watch, it's Mr. and Mrs. Kumalo, Andile Kumalo, you guys. He is the one that is a deputy principal. Okay, they look good together. They're a cute couple. But, every time I see something good and beautiful on a reality show, I want to take it out of a reality show because reality shows don't like beautiful things. Okay, when things are beautiful on the reality show, something is going to come out to destroy the beauty, okay? By the end of the show, maybe you will find out Andile Kumalo had a side chick or unengane somewhere that he's not taking care of. And this whole beauty that we're seeing here will be destroyed because that's what happens to people when they go on a reality show. So I'm praying, you guys, that Mr. and Mrs. Kumalo are going to remain that couple that is like exemplary for the people or that are coupling, okay? So they're saying that they met in varsity, but I think they knew each other before, varsity. They dated and then they got back together. There's a story like that, you guys. Now they are together. The wife is pregnant and she looks like she's about to pop, okay? Just take a walk, okay? You know, when you get to that stage in the pregnancy, if you just walk to the gate and back, you'll be coming back already. The baby is ready to come out. So she looks like she's ready to pop anytime now, okay? Which is why I understand why Mrs Kumalo was not going to the Grove that other night. Because, yeah, why are you going to leave your pregnant wife at home alone just to go and hang out with the boys and the girls that you don't know, okay? Now, they're saying that they want to arrange to do the completion of the Lobola negotiations because they started it, apparently, but they didn't finish it, okay? Now, they're saying that there is a brother that they lost. I think Andile lost his brother, who was also part of the negotiators, Abakongi. So they need to find somebody to replace there. And they want to do Umembe, so the completion of the Lobola and the wedding all on the same day, okay? And I am hoping that they are going to do that event as part of the show because it would be nice, like the finale or something. The finale for season 1, it would be nice to just watch the whole thing of Umembeso and the wedding and all of that. And hopefully the wife would have given birth by then and she'll be able to wear her beautiful dress, and then there'll be a baby. You know, the wedding where there's a baby, it becomes like extra cute, okay? So I'm hoping that this is going to be that whole situation. So I'm liking Mr. and Mrs. Kumalo, you guys. Are you liking them? Because I am, okay? I don't think he's going to cheat. I think the others will be cheating, but he's not going to cheat and he's not going to ask to take the second wife, okay? I'm hoping that we're going to have one man on the show that is going to be good, okay? So the next couple, you guys, that we get is Mr. and Mrs. Malala. And let me tell you, Bongani Malala is going to be in trouble, okay? Because he's the one that gets to call the side chick in front of Pamgama camera, okay? He has such a beautiful wife and he has a beautiful, like humble, very respectful, you know, one of those wives that make you feel like, hey, Yazi, I wish I was more Zulu in my wifing, you know? Ngiyakuzwa baba. You know, uyabeka baba, ngiyakuzwa. Yabona that one. You know, sometimes I wish that I was more Zulu than I am in terms of my wifing, because some wives are doing really, really good, okay? So she's that wife. And the thing about it is that when men get those wives that are like perfect wives, they start the mess, okay? And he is definitely starting the mess. So Bongani and his wife are out on a date. They wanted to discuss the fact that they are moving away from the house that they lived in, I guess in a more to a better area and a better house, because they're talking about how they're not going to be taking anything from the old house to the new house. How I wish I could have that move. I hate moving houses, but I've had to move a couple of times in the past 2 years. So, and moving is a nightmare. So I'm just like thinking, that is the best thing ever if you're moving to a house, but you are not taking anything. Okay, you're going to buy new things there, new furniture, new clothes, new everything. Okay, so it's that situation for them. So now he is saying, listen, we're going to a new house. It's more like updated. The old one is outdated. Okay, so you can't take the things from that house to this house because those things, they are outdated for this new house that they're going to have. Okay, but the interesting thing about this whole thing is that he is saying that he wants a wife. So he wants another wife that is going to go stay at the outdated house. So now I'm thinking, because obviously the girl already exists, okay? When they ask to take a second wife, usually they already know who they want to take as a second wife. So now I'm just thinking, you sitting at home, hearing this conversation about how you are going to be taken as a wife so that you can go stay at the old house. Anyway, you guys, some women don't mind, okay? Some women don't mind such things. So, but at the beginning of the conversation, they were just talking about the family. I think they have boy children. So The wife is concerned that the boys are not really talking to their father as much as they need to, or he is not talking to them. So she feels like she has to deal with stuff that she shouldn't have to deal with. Apparently, one of the sons went for circumcision, so he has questions and whatever, and the father is not around. She feels like he needs to be spending more time with them and talking to them some more because she can't answer all of the questions that she needs to answer. Okay. And I understand that, okay? Of course, some parents do parent boys as, single parents, which means that they're the ones that will be available to answer all of those questions. Even when you don't have an answer, you have to find an answer as a parent and answer those questions. However, when you do have a father present, there's no need for you to be doing everything when they are there to take, half the load. So that's what the wife is asking for. So now, you guys, when they start to talk about the house and everything, the wife is saying, you know what, find a family member, find a family member. Let's find a tenant to rent the house, because obviously there's so many solutions, you guys. If you have an empty house, let's rent the house out, okay? Let's do, what do they do now? I'm a PNP or something. Oh, you know what I mean? But, Bungani's solution is that he needs to take a wife. The second wife. The wife is not really supporting the idea, but she's also not putting her foot down. So she's more like, hey, angizwa lento ishoyo mina ngithandi mina into ka second wife. I'm like, that's why I was like, yes, sometimes I feel like I'm not Zulu enough in my wifing, because I was like, sometimes like, so I was like, I kind of feel like she will let him take the second wife, okay? Because she's just too lukewarm about the whole situation. She's like, no, I don't like it. I don't think that it will work for my family, and I don't think that my children would like it. But you know what? He was brave enough to come and tell me about it. I think that this wife understands her man, and she understands that whether she says no or yes, this man is already cheating anyway, so she might as well say yes to the second wife because he's already cheating, okay? Because she can't be that beautiful and not be intelligent enough to understand that her husband is cheating, okay? She knows, but she's just comes. Do you see how beautiful she was looking, That's the payment for the the comfort and everything is the payment for the other stuff, okay? You remember Mbali, Kanye Mbao did an interview on SABC3 a long time ago, okay, when she was trying to tell the girls that, listen, soft life is very nice, but trust and believe that there is a payment that you make. You do pay for whatever stuff that you get from a man that has money. You do pay somehow. Okay, so I think that it's one of those things. I don't think that wife does not know that Ubongani already has a girlfriend. So maybe that's why she's more like, maybe I should let him because he's already doing it anyway. Okay, so I feel like that. So I do feel, you guys, that with this couple, we are going to be watching a lot of disrespect coming from Bongani's way. But sometimes when you watch people and like a couple, sometimes things that you might consider as disrespect and unacceptable, other people, it's not like that in their relationship. So I'm still trying to understand their relationship to see, okay, for them, what is acceptable, what is not acceptable. But the second wife thing, I kind of feel like it's going to happen, okay, because the wife was just not enough. Okay, I was like, the second wife is coming, okay? And also because Ubongani at some point, because he is planning a bribe for the guys later on. When he's still preparing, there's a guy that had come in to do the bribe for them. And he checks on the guy, and then he goes and makes a phone call, and you can clearly hear that he's speaking to a side chick. Hi, Sandosami, and we know it's not his wife, okay? And he also lies when they ask him about it in the direct session. He says that it's his son. He's like, no, but my son is still young. His voice sounds like, guys, like when somebody like cheats and doesn't even feel the need to hide it, because obviously the crew is shooting the show. If you're not gonna hide it from them, then you clearly don't care that if your wife finds out. Clearly. That's why I'm saying that no, the wife knows which this one is already like cheating. So, you guys, another thing that we saw this episode was the scene Londolozi Ngobo with Uhlophe Nobonga. They were doing some whiskey tasting, and Mr. Ngobo was the one that organized it. Okay. The interesting thing about here was the fact that Ubaba Uhlophe had to report with, listen, I'm diabetic. So I think Ubaba Uhlophe is showing us ukuthi noma ungabanja ushukela kodwa awukulibazisa ushukela because akazirobhishe Ubaba Uhlophe. Because our imagination with Baba Wekai, Pedro Sugar, thinking at home, eating meals, manager, wife. Bob Clopins, they attest my whiskey. So obviously they had to adjust things for him. In the conversation, then Ubongan ends up telling them about the fact that he was trying to ask his wife for a second wife. Then now Uhlophe now is saying naye kunomuzi kabhuti wakhe odinga ukuvuswa, so he has to do ukungena, meaning there's a brother that passed away now. The family is asking him ukuthi angene the wife. The mess. Okay. That's why I said last episode that I felt like this show, is it not produced by Msele? Because I can see his DNA here on this show. I can definitely see Msele's DNA there. He is incognito. So yes, you guys, there was that conversation. I feel like Umlondolozi was not expecting that conversation, and maybe they didn't discuss really where they were going to go with the storylines on this show, because he was kind of shocked about the Istanbul storyline, okay? And Umlondolozi, I think, is the only one, Umlondolozi Ngobo is the only one that, I think, yes, I think we didn't meet his wife. I think he's a single guy, okay? Well, according to what we've seen on TV. There was that, you guys. And then we did see Andy. Listen, when I tell you that Andile has things, his life in order, because he was at the jewelry shop trying to buy a ring for his wife. Okay, and he invited Mr. Ndwalane to come by, and also Umpo showed up. Umpo is the one that I said was going to be like trouble, okay, the delivery guy. So invited them because he wanted to choose a ring for his wife, which I thought was cute, okay. Now, Paul comes in and just to greet them and stuff at the ring shop, and then at the jewelry shop, and then he was like, he's supposed to go buy clothes for the child and meet the baby mama, and we do see him meet the baby mama, and the baby mama is quite younger than him, okay. I don't know, guys. Paul is the one that kind of doesn't have his things together, okay, in terms of like the relationship, the marriage, and all of that. Later on, remember Bongani had said that he wanted to organize like a get together for the guys, so he does do like a braai, okay. And I'm guessing that he was at his other house, not the house where the wife is, because while they're doing the braai, whatever, it looked like a nice guys hangout, which is what we think the guys are doing when they say they're hanging out together. Okay, when somebody says you think they're doing that. But the other part that happened later on is the part that you don't expect that it's going to happen, which is that somebody was invited, brought the girls. But even these girls that they're bringing, it's just that there's no classy woman that wants to do that. All of a sudden you are prying somebody's house, like, you are not invited. Even when you show up there, people are shocked with how, and then, so this guy comes with girls that don't even look like, if I was one of the wives, I would be embarrassed even, like watching that show. And then like you left me at home to go hang out to like really, like, it's one of those things that is like you are embarrassed that your husband is associated with that. You don't even feel insecure and feeling like, what are you doing with that woman? It's like, I mean, really now, how old are we? Okay. So these girls come and we are wanted to say, oh, my puzani la nje abathathiwe nje somewhere. Because honestly, the other girls are at work and other girls are sleeping, preparing to go to work the next day. Some people are starting doing assignments, people have submissions, you know what I mean? People are preparing for meetings. So these girls that were there are none of that, okay? There's no school, there's no meeting, there's no work tomorrow, nothing, okay? If you didn't watch the show, to get the picture. Yeah, it was those kinds of girls. And I'm like, what the hell are we watching? Okay. So, number one, these are like grown men. When we say grown men, we're not saying men in their 30s. This is men that are like 50s. Some of them look like they could be approaching 60s, okay? But their ages that they're giving us is around 40s, okay? When I say grown men, I don't mean young men in their 30s. I mean men that have had kids, grown kids, that are done having kids, heading for the 50s. Okay, so it's like, what are you doing with these girls? I don't know, guys. That part was boring. And I think also the guys were a little bit bored when the girls came in, because I think they were having a nice hangout when it's just them. The girls are like, guys, like when you get to a place and you're given alcohol and you didn't pay for it, now you have to laugh even at the jokes that are not funny. Where's my glass? You're like, I don't have a glass. Because Pella, you're drinking for free. You can't not laugh at the jokes when you're drinking for free. Was that kind of vibe. Anyway, you guys, so that was the episode for today. Listen, I'm definitely getting interested in the family life, how they are dealing with dynamics, families, and all of that. I don't know about this grooving part of it. There's these girls that they're bringing around, okay? It's almost like it's declassing the show. It is a little bit, okay? Because it's not like they're bringing like, imagine they're bringing you understand what I'm saying? But what are we gonna do? Okay. Anyway, you guys, that was the second episode. Definitely, it's still watchable. I'm still interested in the storylines, even the most ridiculous of the storylines. I feel like I kind of want to watch. But the Kumalos, for me, listen, I want the Kumalos. And also, Ndwalana, there's something that he was saying. There's something about the relationship that he needs to fix. I'm interested in that. And I want to see my cousin, okay? My Poloba, what's happening? Where's the wife? Where's the girlfriend, okay? You can't be over there being dark, tall, and handsome and just, where is it, okay? But Ubamhlope, no, Bongani. Hi, Shem. Hi. They're for the fun. They want the second wives. All of that. Anyway, thank you so much, you guys, for watching this video. Tell me what you think about this show in the comments section. Like the video before Pumagona. Share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers. By the way, you guys, the show is on channel 161. The SCV Mzansi Magic every Thursday at 8 o'clock, okay? And it is on catch up as well if you missed the episode on Thursday. Thank you so much. Ngithanda kakhulu.